I cannot believe I'm making a part 2 to this playthrough. Hello and welcome back to the channel. This is Black Prince Gaming and we're here continuing off our game as Aussa. I can't believe it's gone this long. I assumed we would fight the war against Italy, probably lose, nothing would happen, or we'd fight Italy, fight Ethiopia and lose against them. No, we keep on building. If you haven't checked out part 1, please make sure you check it out, otherwise you won't understand the situation we're in and why I'm so shocked that we're still going with this. But yes, so we have now declared our war against Britain, who are in a faction with Germany, so we're expecting a lot of stuff to come to Africa, and we are going to try and battle our way through to getting the Horn of Africa as Aussa. I don't even know if it's meant to be done by them. It's in their focus tree, they have a custom focus tree, so yeah, onwards into the video, back to some war. There's so much going wrong here, this is awful. Get yourselves moving in, you're going to hold, you're going to hopefully go there, see if we can't just quickly sweep up a couple units. Well, you actually get support attack, I guess. And then you guys are going to be the heavy hitters, you're going to get in there. You're going to try and immediately get back in. Support there, support there. Just try and crush out their units, please. Let's kill some British units. That's one gone. He's literally got no org. He's got no organisation. Kill him. Perfect. 2 gone. Great work, lads. You're going to come in here, see if we can't encircle another one of their units. Okay, we've re-stabilised the northern front. This is all this fight is now. This is all it is just basically fighting, re-stabilising, fighting, re-stabilising. That is all we have to do. Just try our best to ensure that we have a secured front against the British. Come on, let's try and get these guys out. We cannot really afford to be losing units here. God, why is this such a nightmare? The counter encirclement would be a hell of a play. Okay, just a single unit encirclement maybe would still be really good for us. Just any time we can just crush a couple of British divisions is good news. Come on, crush them out. Perfect, cool, unit crushed, great work. You're going to pull back, we do not need you this far out, pronged out like this. Okay, he's coming in, he's leaving again, we will let him leave and we would retake the province. Oh god, it is just like a pure bloodbath out here. Like the British are putting so much pressure on us. I mean, realistically we need people to be doing something more against them navy wise, like the US needs to be doing something, but obviously we're all having this big internal fight. So I just need to hold as much as I can, I guess. There we go, we're kicking them back out again. Kicking them back across the River Tile. River Tile is good. Try and take back some more land, get a bit more of our industry back maybe. We have no time for anything else really, we just need to be producing rifles and ensuring that rifles are getting to our men. There you go, they pushed in. Quickly, let's try and take advantage of this now. Snake round the back of them. Kill another unit. Just every time we want to be doing something. There we go, perfect, another unit killed. That's all we're basically doing now, we're sort of trying to bait them into certain tiles where we can crush them. Like the north seems to be the best point for that. The best point for this sort of strike and retreat guerrilla warfare tactic. Okay, we can now bring Eritrea down a little bit more. But now they are both a step away from the annexation, so obviously if I could annex them, then we could do the Horn of Africa, which I would consider a huge achievement, but it's whether we can actually survive until then, I guess, is the real core of this. At the moment in time, we want the river line. And obviously we've got the mountain line up here in the north, so we did lose Addis Ababa, which we definitely need to take back because that's probably got some decent industry in. Has it? It has got some industry, so we definitely need that. Yep. There we go, and we're continuing to build up Eritrea. Yeah, just doing what we can. Doing every little thing we can to cling in here, to save ourselves, to do something to defend ourselves here. Come on, let's wrap up 2 units here maybe. Because then that would be quite good for us. There we go. Push them back. You're going to hold there. You're going to hit that. You're going to hit that. And you're going to support attack that. You're also going to support attack there. You're going to support attack there. These guys are in, so they're just going to hit. Same here. There we go. That's 2 more British units hopefully dealt with and crushed out. Perfect. 2 more British units gone. You can go in there. Great. Great work. And the second we're about to get them back, we lose another tile north. But that's fine. We should have a more secure front. Oh, of course I spoke too soon. They decided to shove a medium tank into a mountain tile. Because that's the kind of craziness that this British AI is just fancying right now. And just 2 units in a random tile, but we have actually managed to beat that tile, which is crazy. The US on a bit of a counter-offensive back, so back and forward. I just want to win. I just want to win as the smallest nation. Is that so hard to ask for? It's pretty hard to ask for, but come on. Come on, some more British units for the encirclements. Surely it can be done. Even if we only hold them briefly, let's just try and get the kill. Perfect, 2 more kills, that's great. You guys can pull back out now, that is fine. That's all I need you to do, is basically strike and retreat, strike and retreat, strike and retreat. We've actually gone ahead and given more land to Somalia, so hopefully we can integrate them faster. Now it seemed like a very weird move, of course, but there's logic to it. There is logic. Because obviously with more land means we can build them up more. Now that obviously does come at a cost of having that land, but if we could get them integrated, that could be so key. Get back across, get back across. Come on, get back into these tiles. Yeah, let's make sure our men are secure. You guys there, let's get some pushing. You're actually only going to strike like that. Then you guys will try and hit with everything you've got, hopefully. Making the nice encirclement and killing off this unit before anything else can happen. Perfect, we've managed to do that again. This is sort of what we're aiming for now, is just consistently crushing units. Come on, surely the US can start to make their way up here with the amount of support that we are giving, the amount of damage we are doing. Should be something for us. There you go, get into this tile, let's make sure that we've got another nice encircled British force here. Go on, get in that tile. Oh, they put a troop into that tile first, that's fine. Either way, a bit more land taken back for our men. They're just flooding more into the pockets. Oh my god, the US are here. See if we can't link up. Please, please. US, no! You've abandoned us. You fools. Sometimes it's all about the bold players. I'm trying to completely cut off the Allied forces in Africa. Now you may wonder why. You may think, what's the advantage of doing this? For what reason? The reason is simple. If we cut off all Allied supply here, I'm hoping that should force supply through other avenues, giving them serious supply issues against the invading American forces. So my hope is by sort of giving up some territory in the south, we can massively injure the supplies of the British here. Yes, looks like it. And, oh, wait, no, all of you halt, I do not want to do that. And yeah, the hope is that this should give a huge buff to the US and South Africans coming up. Come on. Come on, please work. Be able to hold things. Oh, they're pushing us back. Okay. As long as we hold Khartoum, I think things will be okay, because we should still hold the sort of main supply hub here. And does it actually have supply from us? I think it might do because of the rivers. Which is kind of crazy. Get back across. Hold Khartoum. Khartoum is the most vital point of this entire war. The Somali Sultanate is sending in an artillery piece which isn't even in the war. You love to see it. Come on, keep sending people across that river. We will fight and die in Khartoum. Khartoum shall be won. Nice. We have won the first battle of Khartoum. And immediately the second battle begins. Okay, yeah, they are still suffering supply down here in the south, and I believe that's because we've cut off that railway. We hold that supply hub, which obviously then from the river was probably continuing to give supply south, even though it was obviously held. We're going for the encirclement of a tank division here. Nothing could be more important than this. This is everything now that we've been fighting for. Okay, we have broken the tile. Come on, hold it. There we go. We have a British medium tank encircled here. Let's try not to waste this. Let's see if we can't push them back a little tile further. Okay, one of you's coming in. Okay, the tank is suffering, obviously without fuel as well. This should be easier to crush. There we go, I think we've knocked them back a tile. We have. This is hugely important. Come on. Keep the pressure on. There we go, tile is taken, they're back encircled. The pocket grows tighter. Come on. The tank is in the tile, the tank is dying, and we've killed a tank. We have killed a British medium tank as a Aussa. That is incredible game impact. That is insane. And look at that, we can get some more units out onto our front line, which is incredible as well. Let's just keep on pushing out divisions because we've been building up a good stockpile of guns here. Looks like we're going to make it. Oh, you actually, let's keep going up. Let's just take more supply hubs if we can. Especially just as many allied units that we can cut off from any supply is obviously huge for us. There you go, we're about to take a port as well. The Port Said, is that? No, Port Sudan. Perfect, sweep up all this land that's just free and empty as well. Let's make sure we're cleaning stuff up as we cut off their supply in the south. So now Britain is completely cut off down here in Africa, and this could be a huge turning point in this war. There we go, front lines redrawn and the aggressive expansion will continue, with hopes of linking up with our men or at least just fully cutting off their supplies. Let's keep on the move. Keep trying to crush things out. You're also going to push up here. Let's just try and keep a hold of them for the moment while we encircle another tank division and hopefully crush them out. Perfect, crushed out another division there. You guys railroad up there to see if you can't secure the river line just maybe. Okay, they've held long enough for us to crush out those units, so that is really the bit that matters. Come on, let's let this unit leave. Perfect, and then we're straight in behind them again. Oh, these guys are holding a mountain, which is obviously helping give them just that little bit more to their defense. You're going to help pin and hold there. You're going to help come in there. Just whatever you can do to keep on destroying units. You're going to sweep up the coast. You are going to sweep up the interior. Perfect, mount on the pressure. Perfect, you guys have done that. Oh my god, imperialist civil war in South Africa right now? Are you kidding me? Oh, they've actually split all into the different various states as well. That is kind of bizarre, but you know, whatever. I guess that's all good. Just keep trying to cut off units wherever we can. Oh god, events are bugging out. I think this is all the imperialist stuff from the UK that's happening right now, so the fall of Warsaw's happening. Get units into hold maybe while we crush these last units. There we go, perfect. Get more of you onto that front line. Yeah, our guys have made an absolute march. Greater Hungary has capitulated. Oh god. The Germans are just continuing to do well. The Russians fighting on so many fronts, and especially considering basically all the allies have completely broken up. This is just getting ridiculous. Although I have to say the successes we've made with Aussa have to be pretty big, or the biggest I've ever seen with this nation. I don't think I've ever actually seen anyone play Aussa, let alone manage to expand them out. Perfect, cut in behind these guys because the British just keep wanting to flood troops into gaps where there's no supply. So I will of course take advantage of that. And yeah, the RAF obviously is also flying overhead, giving us absolute hell. Okay, yeah, they immediately have come in to counterattack very, very hard against us. Let's try and get men south. Maybe see if we can't turn this into some sort of success here. You know, cutting off another British division. They're a lot harder to replace than our division, so I'm a lot more happy to just send people in. There you go, all sides, hit them, crush them out, destroy them. Perfect. Destroyed them just in time before their tank could relieve them. Come on, push up and through. The tank immediately is used to counter pin. That is really good work by the AI, to be fair. Just just immediately counter-clicking us basically wherever we try to go. Although they are pushing us further south and keeping themselves further away from supply, so you know what? We can take it. Let's see if we can't push up around these 3 Spanish divisions. Couple of you stay, hold yourselves. Pin them. Uh-oh. Oh, that's some big losses for us on that front. Okay. We need to work on just trying to stabilise now. That's the new key part to this, is just trying to keep this front stable. Ah, that's a few too many losses for my liking. Really, really not good. But, here we go, we can integrate Somalia, which is huge. Some nice new factories hopefully for the mix. Okay, the enemy have left the front. So we will march up, see what we can take. One of you will also march there. And hopefully that'll be some nice free land, especially if we could come in, take the sewers off them and really sort of impact their supply up here. That is including the sewers. It looks like they have done a full evacuation. I have no clue how, I have no clue why. But this is huge progress to be making here. El Alamein we could try and take. Yeah, you guys just continue the push wherever you can. Get into Cairo. Maybe go to Cairo, maybe go to Giza. Fall of Moscow, really? They're just getting attacked from all sides, to be fair. That is horrendous for them. Can't really blame them for it. They are just outnumbered and outgunned wherever they are. Come on, let's keep the offensive up against all these allied forces. We've taken so much important territory from them now. Try and keep them pinned, yeah, keep them trapped in. Maybe we could take the whole region, which would be huge. Take Cairo, and then they're all trapped in the port. Come on. Let's finish them off here, please. So much damage. We have done so much damage to the Allied forces. It's horrific what we're doing. Let's just have a look. We have taken, oh my god, we have taken almost 500,000 casualties, but we have done 800,000 to the British alone. There's going to be another huge encirclement there of Allied forces. Come on, take that port. Or another big encirclement of my forces. Uh-oh. That's never what you want to see. Come on, move up. Let's move. Let's go. Yep, perfect. Get moving. We've managed to counter encircle, I think. Okay, we got a German tank cut off there. We've managed to take this port, really limiting their supply in here. And that's 4 divisions trapped, so hopefully that's 4 divisions killed in a second. Come on, let's kick them all back into one tile if possible. You're going to try and come around here and support against this German tank, because that is obviously the major worry about them breaking this pocket, is if they can get that tank through. But we are starting to see helmets pop in this encirclement, which is great. Some good 4 units taken out, including a British Marine. I cannot believe it is January 1946 and Aussa is still alive. I mean, we're in a faction with the Soviets, so it's a real race now between can we save ourselves before the Soviets collapse and lose what was Stalingrad but is now Bucharino. I have done a lend-lease to Eritrea in hopes that they will finally be fully integrated. There we go, we can change their autonomy level. We have now integrated them, and we can now unify the Horn of Africa. Look at that, we are now the Horn of Africa. I consider that a huge success. I don't even care what anyone else has to say. We are about to lose everything, but look at that success. Oh my god, we actually have equipment. Were Eritrea just stuck on a huge stockpile of equipment? Like, would have loved some of that, Eritrea, but like, look at what we are doing to the Allies. We are absolutely ruining their day every single front we fight on. I think, I mean, we're about to die. There is nothing left for us here. I'm just so happy we managed to unify the Horn of Africa. I mean, that is absolutely insane. Are we a major now? We are still not a major. But yeah, so the Soviets will capitulate in a matter of months, realistically. I mean, they're 86% towards capitulation. Stalingrad is on its knees with the Japanese forces getting all the way over there, which is crazy because they've gone through the new Persian Empire. Leningrad fell. Are they at peace now? I assume they did the peace out. No, they're still at war. It's just a very stagnant front. There's this encirclement that is kind of waiting to happen here. Whose side is Denmark on? Denmark is just on their own side and owns Estonia and random parts of Norway. Not even going to ask. This is the most cursed thing I've ever seen. There's the fall of Bucharino. And yeah, I mean, there's 93% towards capitulation, so huge lag spike. It's happened. We're still technically alive. Oh. Oh no. We just became the faction leader. I mean, that's nice of them. We are on a completely different continent, so their capitulation shouldn't actually have anything to do with us. But I think it's safe to say we are so screwed. There is not a chance in hell that I would win this. It has been a crazy game from start to finish. The world is still fighting everywhere. The thing that just suddenly caught my eye is massive Netherlands. And yeah, I'm going to leave this one off here. So, I hope you've enjoyed the video. Please leave a like, comment, subscribe for my sanity at least. And let me know any mods or what you'd like to see next on this channel. We got a long way to go through this A to Z. So strap in and be ready, because I'm sure not.